Welcome to a new segment I like to call Saturday Morning Cartoons. In this new segment, I will be reviewing, talking about cartoons, animated movies, and anything that you remember as a kid. The first thing I'm going to review is Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius. It is a 2001 3D animated movie made by Paramount Pictures and Nickelodeon Movies. It stars a bunch of voice actors like Derry Berry as Jimmy, Caroline Lars as Cindy, who's also done Sandy Cheeks and SpongeBob, Megan Carvey as Jimmy's mom, Mark DeCarlo as Jimmy's dad, and Jeffrey Garcia as Sheen, and lastly, Rob Paulsen, the man, Rob Paulsen, who plays Sheen and his parents. You also have Patrick and Martin Short in the movie, two very well known actors who's been playing in a lot of stuff. I can't list those because there's a lot, but yeah. The summary of the story is that Jimmy Neutron is a boy who is also a genius, who at the beginning of the movie, he tries to send a satellite to try to get in contact with aliens, and it kind of fails in the beginning, but then he successfully gets it into space. Then he has this whole montage shenanigans where he's getting ready for school and whatever, and then then we have the part where he finds out about Retroland and that it's gonna have his grand opening that night, but he can't go because of his parents. His parents probably wouldn't let him go, so he tries to butter them up, but it doesn't work in the end because of Jimmy uses his jetpack in the house and destroys someone of the house. So, but he sneaks out he sneaks out of the house using one of his inventions called the shrink ray to go to Retroland. Meanwhile, while all of that is happening, we get some insight that the satellite that Jimmy put out actually got in contact with some aliens called the Yokians, led by King Gooba, who is actually played by Patrick Stewart, and Ublar, who is also played by Martin Short. So they get in contact with them and find that the parents are excellent hosts. I don't know, but basically they see him as a sacrifice to their god, who's a chicken. I know, a chicken. Whatever. So, anyway, it was a chicken, and so that all happened. So, the next day, they find out that there's no parents. Side note, they're all abducted by the aliens. So, and after a while, they get upset because it's like they want their parents back. So, in the end, they go and save their parents. That's the whole premise of the movie. Now, let's get on to the nitty-gritty stuff. So, animation. It's very good animation. I feel like it holds up very well. There's some stuff here and there that looks wonky, and that's because, you know, we have better CGI, better technology now, so, you know, some of it's going to look wonky. One thing that I note is that there was one scene in the beginning where I think it was when he was using his bubble transport. It seemed a little bit orange and dull and just ugh. But I'm guessing that's because of what was going on. Yeah. So yeah. Let's move on to the story. The story is very well. I love the story. It has a sort of sci-fi sort of thing to it, which there's that. The characters are great. I kind of understand Jimmy and, you know, and all of that. You know, because he, you know, invents things, creates things, and just, you know, loves to use an imagination. The only thing that kind of bothers me is the relationship between Sydney and Jimmy. It seems kind of sudden where Cindy is, you know, hating on Jimmy, and then like I think like half into the movie, or quarter or half into the movie, she's like, "You can do it, Jimmy. You can do it. You can do it." And it's like, don't give up on yourself and stuff like that. I feel like it's the relationship of like, I hate you because I like you, sort of deal. So there's that. When it comes to voice acting, the voice acting is very well, especially what the voice actors they've got, who have done a lot of television and stuff like that. Also, they got two well-known voice actors, Patrick Stewart and Martin Short, or sorry, not voice actors, but actors of Martin Short and Patrick Stewart, which they both did very well with their characters. I kind of like their dynamics between each other, and their characters themselves, the Yokians, are pretty generic, you know, with the green skin and the eyes. But I think what makes them different is the part of adding the egg element to it, where their suits are made of eggs. You know, when they get hit or they get blown up, all their stuff spews out, and it kind of formed like an egg yolk. So I think that's kind of, you know, funny and stuff like that. Lastly, the last thing is the music. Now, it's based, to simply put, it's early 2000s music, so it's going to be pop, rock, mostly pop. But the one thing that kind of bothers me is that I wish they did Kids of the Future, but Kids of the Future was not out yet. It's the one made by the Jonas Brothers. I feel like that would fit more of one of the scenes that they have in the movie, where they're fixing up the ships and stuff to go save their parents. But Kids in America still fits there too. And Kids in America was the original one. So, but overall review, great animated movie that gives you, that is still good after the test of time, space, and science. I hope you like this video, I hope you subscribe, and I'll see you next Saturday.